Charlie Waffles.
All right, now we on. Oh, I see Pete right here.
There you go.
Yes.
I knew he was
Yeah,
gonna come with his
yeah. I'm gonna open
Sincere
this app
Jones.
up. Hold up. I'm gonna open this app up. Can y'all
I
hear
knew
me?
he was gonna come with his Sincere Jones glasses.
Sincere. Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to
Chuck,
go through
Chuck,
the
the
app.
only one that Chuck, the only one is having technical difficulties.
I can I
Okay.
can hear y'all now. It's just really faint.
Oh, so it's your audio setting over there or something.
That's that Chinese
Yeah, I'm working on it,
Wi-Fi,
but I can hear
dog.
y'all though. I'm good. We can
Why
start
did he
this.
disappear?
He said he's about
What
to open
happened?
it up on the app or something like that. I think he got the actual app, so he think about to open it up there. I'm on the
Oh,
browser with it.
all right.
I'm on the browser too. I'm on Chrome.
Yeah, I'm on. That should only work on Chrome for me. Real quick, man. They thank you. Y'all put this together pretty quick, man. So shout out to everybody that's able to watch this. Some people think it's gonna be a landslide. Some people think it's gonna be close. We got the moderator. Chuck is in here. Kojak. You know what I'm saying? Man? But now you got the questions from the people. You got the comments here. So what happened is I can show the comments real time for what people are responding to what you guys are saying. So um, if y'all ready, Pete, you ready? Lid, you ready?
I'm
I,
ready.
I
I don't
think
know
Pete
what this. I don't
joined.
know what happened.
This thing. There you go.
First of all, what up, ugly niggas?
What's going on, young boy? What's up, man?
We
Oh,
on.
yo, fellas, hold on, really quick though. Just some quick ground rules. We gonna give both of y'all, enough time to talk and get your points across. Ain't gonna be nobody cutting nobody off or nothing like that. And just keep it clean. No, no name calling or none of that stuff. Um, and then we'll just go from there. All right.
The comments is funny. I agree to everything you said,
I would
Chuck.
not call anybody a name that didn't call me a name first.
I'm just telling you right now. If Pete bring up that Bill Walsh book that he read, I'm out.
Oh, shit.
Now we gonna talk football. Let me cut this.
Let them know that the topic, Chuck. They want to know what they talking about.
So you guys want to start with a question, or you guys just want to
I
wing it?
mean, we could both
I want.
start. I got an opening statement. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure Pete got an
I got
opening.
to open it too.
Go ahead.
Let Goose go first.
Nah, go ahead. You got 60 seconds, man. Go ahead.
First of all, let's get into it. I'm gonna get into my opening statement real quick. All right. Um, my opponent, me and Goose have gone back and forth for a long time about football. You get what I'm saying? Goose is a passionate Philadelphian that loves his Eagles. I get it. But the guru just don't watch the Eagles. I watch everybody. You feel what I'm saying? And um, I think that there's a philosophical difference in a lot of people that watch the game. Some people like to, like when people say, "Who's my favorite quarterback?" Well, that's kind of like an opinion-based thing because you might like a quarterback that's a dual threat quarterback. You might like a statue quarterback, somebody that can stand in the pocket and deliver just passes through the pocket. Now that's going away. I'm about to get to that. That's going away because the league is a lot different. Um, and it was always, who did you like, Brady or Peyton Manning? Did you like Marino or Brett Favre? Montana or Elway? Right? That's all subjective of who you actually prefer as a quarterback. I'm gonna tell you a couple things. The league has changed. Defensive players are faster. Defensive players are bigger. Back in the '80s, the defensive line was an average of 280 to 290. Now you got Jalen Carter 340, Jordan Davis 335. You feel what I'm saying? So now you just can't be a statue quarterback. The league has changed. Because the league has changed, dual threat quarterbacks are what the league has gone to. If I would go back to 2004 in the NFL, there was only three dual threat quarterbacks in the whole NFL. That was Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, and if you want to count, let me see, I think it was uh, Steve McNair. Every other quarterback in the league that year was a statue quarterback. Fast forward 20 years, Now you only have about 7 statues left. Everybody is a dual threat quarterback. And I'm going to end it right here. All the dual threat quarterbacks that I can give you, from C.J. Stroud, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson, Pat Mahomes, all these quarterbacks, there's only 4 of them that's been highly successful. There's only one quarterback that has been more successful as a dual threat than all of them. That's Pat Mahomes. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen has higher winning percentages, but Jalen Hurts have been more successful than both of them in the playoffs. So I'm gonna end it right there. That's my opening statement, and I want to hear what Goose got to say.
What's going on, gentlemen? First of all, I just want to say that this is great. This whole concept is great with all the arguments that go on in the locker. I think this is an easy way to settle things without getting lost in the comments on Facebook and stuff like that. But let me start off by saying it's a lot of misconceptions about what Blue thinks I am or how he thinks I think. For starters, I fell in love with football way before I fell in love with the Eagles. Am I a diehard Eagles fan? Absolutely. But like I tell many people, I'm a football fan first. So if it works for football, I'm with it. If it doesn't, I don't subscribe to that. As far as the comments that you made about the statue, the quarterbacks being a statue, I'm all in favor of a mobile quarterback, a quarterback that can get out of the jam, a quarterback that can use his feet when needed. What I'm not in favor of is a run-first style quarterback. What I'm not in favor of is a quarterback that his best attribute is his legs and not what his instead of his arm. So that's where I come from. That's how I think about football in the quarterback position. And let's get into it.
All right, bet.
Who got the question?
All right, so first question. There's been people saying that Hurts holds the ball too long because his receivers are not looking for the ball until they are too far, deep or too far into their route. Do either of you have an opinion on that?
Could I go first on this one?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
To answer that question, yes, he holds on to the ball too long. I just seen a stat earlier today when I was doing a little bit of research that he has one of the longest times to hold the ball, but yet he has the lowest amount of production. I think he has over 4 seconds when holding the ball. The problem with that is, to me, is it's not necessarily the receivers can't get open. In my opinion, we got 2 top-notch wide receivers. One of the best wide receiver duos in the league. My problem is Hurts with the anticipation throws or throwing into tight windows, his inability to do that. I watched the game last night with Burrow threw, I believe it was his first or second touchdown pass to Ja'Marr Chase, where Burrow threw the ball, and this is just quarterback one-on-one, while he's breaking the route. Ja'Marr Chase didn't even turn around yet. I think he planted his foot to break out for his out route into the end zone, and the ball was already in the air. This is like quarterback one-on-one. You understand what I'm saying? So these are things that Hurts don't do. Is it the receivers not getting open? You got to understand, this isn't college where a wide receiver may be open by 10 yards. No, you have to throw that wide receiver open many times in the NFL. There's a thing called being open, and there's a thing called being NFL open. You heard it many times growing up. A wide receiver says, if he's even, I'm leaving. Meaning if the D-back is even with the wide receiver, he's leaving. That means the quarterback got to put the ball up in the air in front of him so he can go up under it. Hurts doesn't do that. And we've seen that on many occasions where Hurts doesn't do that. I could go on deeper, but I'm going to let Pete get his just due.
Again, this is an optics thing. It's kind of like, it goes back to if you watch basketball. If you remember, Shaq's father was just like, yo, I can do a hook shot. I could do a 10-foot jump shot. But if I can dunk that bitch 100 times, I'm going to dunk that bitch 100 times. At the end of the day, football is about scoring, right? So it don't matter how he scores. It more matters to how often does he finish a drive. And I'm going to give you some stats here. How often does he finish a drive, right? this year, Jalen Hurts has accounted for, last year, I'll go back to 2023. Jalen Hurts accounted for 38 touchdowns. 15 of them were running, 23 was passing. What does it matter? What does it matter? And I don't even care if those are tush pushes. It doesn't matter. They closed out drives with touchdowns. That's all that matters to me. And then it's not like he's doing this and they're losing. They're winning. The only time they really lost in the last 3 years was last year, and y'all can disagree if y'all want. I told y'all that was the offensive coordinators. That's why his ass got up out of here. He didn't know how to call an offense, okay? So whether y'all like his style or not, it's highly successful. Not even Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen have been successful being with this dual threat that he's been doing. Now let me touch on something else that Goose touched on. Jalen Hurts. Let me say this before I even go any further with this debate. I am not a Jalen Hurts hype. I'm not one of these LeBron hypes that y'all be trying to make me online. The minute that Jalen Hurts looks like Ash, I will say it. I was a big of our last quarterback, the first 2 years of his career. I was like, yo, this dude looked like Aaron Rodgers and Ben Roethlisberger. Then he got hurt, and I said, let me see how he's gonna look when he come back from his injury after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. He looked like Ash, and I was like, I gave it a year, and then I was one of the first people that picked up on it. I was like, nah, he don't look right no more. Get his ass out of here. The minute that I think that Jalen Hurts is the problem, I will say it. Let me say that to y'all. I'm saying this with all faith. Okay.
Can I rebuttal that one question, that one thing you just said right now?
You're gonna make me lose my train of thought, but go ahead.
So hold on. Wait for him to finish.
My bad.
Now, so with Jalen Hurts, I lost my train of thought. But like I said, the minute that this dude looked like trash, I will say it. One thing that I remember what I was about to say. One thing that I don't think a lot of people are understanding is what goes into an offense. So Jalen Hurts has had 3 offensive coordinators in the last 3 years. Now, I don't disagree with y'all. This year, me and my son watch the game every Sunday. I said, Jalen is running the offense a little bit too slow. They need to pick the pace up. But I also am aware this is this dude's first year in this offense, okay? Now, the first few weeks of the season, he was turning the ball over. People was getting a little bit scary with his turnovers. They went into the bye. They told him, it looks like they cut back, because I looked at all of his games since week 5. He doesn't throw over more than 20 passes a game. So Kellen Moore has cut back on his passes, which makes sense. Which has cut down on his cut down on his interceptions and his turnovers, because he's been great at that, and he's been highly efficient. But you got to understand, he's not going to have a good game every week. So if he's only throwing for 200 yards in his best games, when he has a bad game like last week, it is going to be like a 100-yard game. And I didn't like the way he played last week. I think anybody that watched, even he would tell you that he didn't play well last week. But who plays well every week? Everybody don't play well every week. And so that's why you have a defense, and that's why you have a special teams. It's 3 phases to a football team. Sometimes your defense is going to play like shit. Your offense got to pick them up. Sometimes your offense is going to play like shit. Your special teams might surprise everybody and win a game or 2. You feel what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying about Jalen is, I get it that he don't look like the quarterbacks that we grew up watching. I know that. I know that for a fact. But you can't tell me that he got a weak arm when I see him launch a 65-yarder to Devontae Smith in the Cincinnati game. You can't tell me that he got a weak arm. What I'm saying is, I do see that he's running the offense a little slow, but you also got to understand he's only in the first year of his offense. Y'all want him to look like Tom Brady? Well, guess what? Tom Brady was learning all this stuff. He was learning all this stuff over 20 years. Y'all got to give this dude a chance to be our starter. Y'all always trying to chase people out of town. You're like, how many starting quarterbacks y'all know that has 3 offensive coordinators in 3 years in a row? Like, get that man a break.
Pete, I'm not trying to cut you off, but you're starting to rant a little bit. You've been talking for
Hey, yo, stretch him out. Who that? Yo, go
All
ahead.
right,
That's me.
so
It's
real
Chuck.
quick,
I'm
real
trying to
quick,
give
Yo,
him
get
time to
out of here,
rebuttal,
Fox
but you
two.
just
That's
going
the
in.
moderator. You gotta respect them.
real
Hey,
quick,
who that? Leo? Hey, yo, get your ass out of here. Go ahead, Lid.
real quick, real quick. First of all, you never really answered the question of the original question.
What's the
You never
question?
really see you went on forever, and you never really answered the question about is it the receivers not getting open, or is it what, or is it Hurts not getting on the ball?
I did answer the question.
No,
You want
but
me to answer it? I did it. Hold on.
no,
Let me
because
answer it.
you gonna go on another rant. But you gave
I'm
yours.
not going to rant. I'll keep it
You
real
gave
short.
you gave.
I keep it real short. I
Hold on,
watched.
Pete. Hold on.
No, it's my turn to
I watched.
rebuttal. This is all
Pete.
part of my
AJ Brown
rebuttal.
was open multiple
This is
times on
all a
Sunday.
part of my rebuttal. Let me rebuttal.
Pete,
Yo,
This
hold
is
on.
all
let him
part of my
talk. You just
rebuttal.
talked for like
I'm
10 minutes,
answering your
man.
question.
No, you had your time to answer the question. I'm just pointing out the fact that you
I'm
didn't
just
answer the
saying
question.
AJ Brown was open
Let
on
me
Sunday
talk.
multiple
I
times.
didn't say
Pete,
I didn't say anything
Pete,
when
let
you
him
talked
talk.
for 6 minutes. I didn't say anything. Let me talk. Only thing I'm saying is you did not answer the question. And I'm pretty sure the moderators can agree to the fact that you did not answer the question. You went into a
Moderators
more
got to tell me to answer the question.
all right, but hold on. Second of all, we keep talking about this in this new system. What quarterback in the third straight system? Whatever you said. Look at the bull. Everybody labeled the bum that came from the Jets. That's lighting the league up right now with the Vikings. This is his third straight. This is his third straight system, and
Who, Darnold?
a third different team in 4 years. So what's his
Sam
excuse?
Darnold.
So no, I'm just saying. You just said name a quarterback, and I named one.
Sam Darnold been doing it for 12 weeks. You got to give me more than a 12-week.
Bro, we're
Pete,
talking about this
Pete,
year.
let him finish, Pete.
We are talking about this year right now. You just said name a quarterback, and I named one. And for one, who got two similar weapons as Eagles with AJ and Devontae and Addison and Jefferson, two similar Ferraris, if you want to label them that. His numbers are 10 times better than what Hurts is. You understand what I'm saying? It's no reason why we got this guy and this guy with the top O-line, a top wide receiver duo, a top running back in the league, and we are 31st in passing. 31st. Hold on. There is only one team as far as passing that we are better than. One team. That's it. That one team is the bum-ass New England Patriots. The only reason we are middle of the pack in offense, I think we was like 11th or 10th. The only reason we're middle of the pack in total offense because our run game is so dominant. We are paying this guy $250 million to give us 23 touchdown passes a year. This is a passing league. Even the bums can throw for 4,000 yards.
But are the bums winning? Are the bums winning?
Let me talk.
Are the bums winning?
Let me talk. I didn't interrupt you not one time. Please don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt not one time, Blue. Be respectful of that. I'm being respectful to you. Even bums are throwing for 4 touchdowns. And like I said, to answer the question that Chuck provided, I gave you an example that was just less than 24 hours ago of something that a top quarterback in this league can do versus what our quarterback in this league never does. Throw with anticipation. You never see Hurts do that. He has to wait until the guy is wide open in front of his face, and it's only that one read that he's looking at, maybe two. And we've seen that for 3 years now. Well, 4 years as a starter. This is 5th year in the league. 4 years as a starter, no growth. 0 growth. I'm done right on that topic. If you want to answer the next question, you want to give him a chance to rebuttal that, that's fine. But I'm done with that topic.
Hey Pete, since you went first, we'll give you a quick 60-second rebuttal to what Liz just said.
First of all, he compared Jalen Hurts to Sam Darnold. That's dumb. All right. Well, and when I said Jalen Hurts was the only quarterback that's been asked to be in the same system 3 years in a row. I'm talking about first year Super Bowl, second year they went 11-5, third year this year they're the second best team in the NFC, might be the best team in the NFL. You comparing that to Sam Darnold that's had 12 good games? Come on, man, that don't make no sense. Sam Darnold ain't never took the team to the Super Bowl. What you talking about? Second of all, Jalen Hurts was an MVP discussion in 2022. He was MVP discussion in 2023. And this year, he was getting talked about for MVP until Saquon took over the news. He's still the 7th rated quarterback in the NFL. You acting like we paid him $200 million and he ain't doing nothing for us. What you talking about?
All right. All right. So here's the next question. And Lyd kind of gave us a segue into that. The Eagles currently are ranked, I think, 30th in passing yards.
31st.
And Hurts is currently ranked 20th in passing yards. So just thoughts on that. Is it because we're, more of a running team? Is this more so because Hurts is missing receivers? What's everyone's opinion on that?
Can I go first?
I'm sorry, who said that?
Yeah, go ahead, Pete.
He's not missing receivers because he's throwing at the highest completion percentage of his career at 68%. That's one of the league leaders. He's up there at completion percentage. He's only throwing the ball 20 times a game.
He went first last.
Hold on, wait,
time.
Lyd,
Yeah, you're right.
let him
Yeah,
finish.
you're right.
Go ahead. No, Lyd can
No,
go.
he right. You right. Go ahead. Right. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Lyd.
So as far as first of all, I just checked this morning. He's ranked 31st in passing, or I think he got whatever. I'm gonna answer the question. So I'm gonna answer the question by taking us back to his first year starting. His first year starting, Nick Sirianni's first year, pass heavy his first 6 games, first 6-7 games maybe. Whenever we played the Detroit Lions when we switched it up, realized that one, it was his first year starting. It might have been too much on his plate, and wasn't able to do everything that was asked of him. So they switched it up to the RPO run game, and we ran our way to the playoffs. This is a fact. This year again, I think week 4 or 5, whenever our bye was, he was leading the league in turnovers. Asking him to not only leading the league in turnovers, he was leading the league in turnover-worthy plays as well. What did they do? They took the ball out of his hands again. So, yeah, we're passing less, but this is all credit to Jalen Hurts on why we're passing less. Because when you ask him to be a drop-back quarterback, this isn't it. This isn't his game. He's incapable of being a drop-back quarterback every time. You understand what I'm saying? So the numbers show you, right there. The numbers show you that he's a mediocre passer. The coaches are telling you that they think he's a mediocre passer. The proof is in the pudding. We don't got to look at stats or anything like that. We just got to look at the game. We got to look at what the coaches are doing. This is the second time in 4 years that they took the ball out of his hands. And all this MVP discussion that you talk about, come on, let's cut that shit out. We all know it's a quarterback's award. They're gonna give it to the guy with the best record, or the quarterback to the best record, or whatever like that. Look at his numbers. Was he really MVP? Throwing 23 touchdowns and freaking 3,400 yards? Like, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. That ain't no MVP numbers. So to answer your question, the low numbers are 2 things: Hurts not being a good passer and them taking the ball out of Hurts' hands. And that's proven.
So, Pete, you got a response to that?
Wait, Pete, you muted. Hold on.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm good.
Yeah,
you're good.
So first of all, it's a team game. Okay, this is not fucking tennis. This is not basketball where a star dominates the basketball. It's a team game. And his job is to get the ball to the players, whether it's the running backs or wide receivers or the tight ends. He can be better at times, but he's winning. Okay, let me give you a statistic here. Since he ain't doing shit. In 2001, the NFL champion New England Patriots quarterback was Tom Brady. This was their first championship. That year, Tom Brady only threw 63% completion percentage. He only threw for 2,800 yards all year. He only threw 18 touchdowns, and he threw 12 interceptions. He was a game manager. That was his first year as a starter in an offense that he had never been in before. They were bringing him along in the offense. That's what Kellen Moore is actually doing, trying to do with Jalen Hurts. Even though he's a 5-year player, this is his first year in the offense. So if you see him playing like a game manager, they actually are doing the right thing. Because if you look at, and I'm going to give it all to you, but if you look at some of these Super Bowl champions early on in these offenses, Tom Brady was one, Ben Roethlisberger was another one. Those teams was led by defense. The teams were led by defense, and the quarterbacks were just asked to not turn the ball over and make big plays when you needed them. At the end of the day, I see Jalen Hurts make big plays when I see Jalen Hurts making big plays when they need him to make big plays, and that's why they win. Y'all saying that y'all losing me, I'm giving y'all facts. Tom Brady was a game manager.
Don't pay
First
attention
three
to the
Super Bowls.
comments. Don't pay attention to the comments. It's us.
No,
It's
I'm
us.
saying Tom Brady was a game manager his first 3 Super Bowls. Okay, he was having the same stats that Jalen Hurts is having today. The only difference is Jalen Hurts giving you more numbers on the ground. So y'all can say what y'all want to say.
I don't have any rebuttal to that. I'm gonna just wait for the next question because that was just completely ridiculous. But go ahead.
How is it ridiculous when I gave y'all statistics of Super Bowl champions that had the
Because
same statistics as Jalen Hurts?
you're trying to compare the game to right now to 23 years ago.
What's the difference?
It was a one game back then.
They were all game managers at the time when they won Super Bowl.
This is a passing league right now. Fast forward from 2001 to 2024. This is a passing league. It was a one dominant league back then.
All right, Goose. All right.
How can you try to compare
hold
a
on.
game between 20 years ago?
Let me rebut that then, since it's such a
All right,
passing league.
everybody.
Hold on, no.
Chill. Get your 2 points across one at a time.
No, let me challenge that.
Compare the game from 23 years ago, bro.
No, I'm not moving on until I challenge what he's saying. I'm not moving on until I challenge what he's saying. Okay? He's saying that it's a passing league. So the players that you're saying has made the league a passing league, I'll name them right now, and you tell me how many Super Bowls they got. Jared Goff, Sam
How many Super Bowls does
Darnold,
Hurts
Joe
got?
Burrow,
Hold on, stop talking like
Josh
Hurts won a Super
Allen.
Bowl.
Hold on, lid.
Because
How many Super Bowls did any of these passers
this
got?
point is irrelevant because Hurts has 0 Super Bowls like the people that you're naming.
He's 5 years in the game.
It's irrelevant. Your point is irrelevant. If Hurts had a Super Bowl playing like this, we're not here on this debate. So stop naming people that don't have a Super Bowl because Hurts don't have a Super Bowl either.
Give me the quarterbacks that's throwing for 4,000 yards that's also
You
getting
make shit
Super
so
Bowl.
difficult, man. I thought this should be easier because you could get lost in translation with comments in here. I comment 2 hours later, or he comment 3 hours later, or whatever.
Give me the quarterbacks that's throwing for 4,000 or 5,000 yards and winning Super
They didn't
Bowl.
win a Super Bowl just like Hurts. But the fact remains that it still is a passing league.
You're saying it's a passing league, but the passing league quarterbacks aren't winning Super Bowls. It's still Pat Mahomes.
Okay, and he threw for fucking 5,000 yards one year. 4,800.
Who threw for
Pat
5,000?
Mahomes, 4,800.
Pat Mahomes. The players that you're saying are I know who you're talking about. There's quarterbacks that's throwing for 4,000 yards.
Name one
They're
and
not
I named
winning
one.
Super Bowls.
You just said name one and I named one.
Who did you name? Pat Mahomes? Because he's a dual threat quarterback.
He got 3 touchdowns, 3 Super Bowls.
All right, hold on. Let's get to the next question. Let's get to the next question.
Man. This is a fucking joke, man.
Let's take a breath and get to the next question.
I'm gonna get disrespectful. My bad. Let's go to the next question. Sorry about that. I apologize, moderators. Sorry about that.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Next question, and this is the last on my list. And you guys kind of segued into this.
Pete, you can go first.
Hurts has officially been the starter for, I believe, the last 3 years for the Birds. The question is, has Hurts shown any improvement over the last 3 years? And if so, what has that improvement been?
I believe that Jalen Hurts has shown improvement. But again, that's a twofold question because again, he's starting over this year with a brand new offense. Last year, I don't believe the Eagles would have even won 10 games if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts with that shitty-ass offensive coordinator that we had. So I think that he's improving. He's smarter. He's not making rookie mistakes. I mean, every quarterback turns the ball over. Like, that's ridiculous to go to that. My thing is the quarterback turning the ball over in the clutch? Hold on, before we finish,
stick to the question.
I'm gonna stick with the question. Please don't cut me off. I don't care how emotional you are right now. Don't cut me off.
Just stick to the question.
All right. So last night it was Goose and a couple other people comparing Jalen Hurts to, and I'm gonna make a big example of how just because he don't look like all these other quarterbacks, he's not making the mistakes that some of these Joe Burrows are making. So let me give y'all what Joe Burrows have done this year. I'm going to go through it real quick. So everybody's like, Joe Burrows has thrown 34 touchdowns this year and this and that. But guess what else Joe Burrows has did? He started the season. He lost to the terrible New England Patriots. He didn't even he didn't put any points up on them. Week 2 against the Kansas City Chiefs, he had the ball in his hands at the end of the game. He had an incompletion and a sack. They punted the ball away. Mahomes ends the game on him on a field goal. Week 3 against the Commanders, he started.
So Pete, hold on. Not trying to cut you off, but I feel like you're getting off base because we're talking about Hurts improvement.
I'm not getting
and
off
you're
base.
talking about
No.
Burrow.
I'm making a point. You guys are giving all this clout to these quarterbacks that y'all say are these arm throwers, but I'm showing you how they're making mistakes to lose games for their teams. It's a reason why Joe Burrow his team is 5-8 this year. That has nothing to do
Pete,
with his
that doesn't have anything to do with the question. I want to know what Hurts
get the fuck
improvement
out of here,
is.
man. Don't cut me off, man. Yo, you ain't never cut Goose off. Don't cut me off. I'm giving a point.
I just cut him off when he was screaming.
Huh?
I just cut him off when he was screaming. What I'm telling you is I'm not cutting you off. I'm telling you you're not answering the question. You're starting to stray. I just want you to stay on topic.
I was answering the question. I'm telling y'all that Jalen Hurts is just as good, if not better. He's leading his team again. He's a top 3. Y'all act like I can get. Y'all acting like I can put. Y'all acting like I could put Baker Mayfield on the Eagles and he will be doing the same thing. That's ridiculous. Y'all not giving Jalen Hurts no credit here. We got a top 3 team in the league. What y'all talking about?
So before we let Goose rebuttal, again, I just want to know.
Beat the Eagles when we didn't have Lane Johnson, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown. Let's see if he can beat the Eagles now, please.
All right. So before Goose rebuttals, I just want to know specifically what Hurts has improved upon within the past 3 years.
He's improved upon. He's just a smarter quarterback. What are you talking about? His completion percentage is the highest that it's been in his career. He's thrown less turnovers all season than he's had his whole career. What you talking about?
So all right, no, that's fine. So your answer is that he's throwing. He's got a high completion percentage, and he's not turning the ball over.
He has
correct?
the highest completion percentage of his career at 68%.
Okay, that's the only answer I was looking for.
He has one of the highest his yards in the air is 7th in the league. So I don't want to even hear about y'all saying he dinking and dunking. He's not. He's 7th in the league. That means that he's throwing the ball down the field effectively when asked to.
7th in the league and what? I just want to ask you
yards in the air. That's yards in the air. Brock Purdy is number 1 this year. Jalen Hurts is number 7.
Hold on, Goose. Hold on.
What you think about people saying he getting most of his yards by throwing screens?
That's not true because he's number 7 in the league of air yards. That's yardage per pass in the air. Brock Purdy is number 1 this year. Jalen Hurts is number 7. So that means when he's asked to throw the ball, he's throwing the ball down the field, not dinking and dunking. He's number 7. Y'all can look it up. It's called yards in the air. He's number 7 in the league this year.
Okay. All right, Goose, your rebuttal?
I'm not even going to. That's just insane. These guys, whatever. Anyway, the question was, has he gotten better? No. In my opinion, no. And I used to use the same comparison with Ben Simmons. And my thing would be like, if you take off the date on the bottom of the highlight reel and just make like a mesh video of Ben Simmons highlights from the year he started to wherever he ended with the Sixers, you won't be able to tell 1 year apart from the other. And I'd say the same thing with Jalen Hurts. My argument used to be like when he first started, his arm was weak, but it's bigger than just having not a strong enough arm to me. He has regressed, I'm not even going to say regressed because I never think he was good at it in the first place. His pocket's presence is still good. It's not good. His ability to 1, 2, 3 go through his checks is not good. If it's not right there in front of him, he's taking off. His ability to be able to step up into pocket, a perfect pocket, is not there. He's giving up sacks because he's rolling out to the right when Lane Johnson or Mailata is blocking, and that's just an easy escape just to get to the quarterback and boom. You understand what I'm saying? There's a few other things that he's just still not good at. Throwing the ball is just fun. It's just like, I'm not gonna say not the top of my list, but it's like not the main concern because you don't have to have the strongest arm. Drew Brees didn't have the strongest arm, but you know what he had? Great pocket awareness. He had great accuracy. He had great ability to timing routes where I'm going to throw the guy open to hide my weak arm. So it's not about just having a strong arm or a cannon and throwing the ball 70 yards because you could throw the ball 70 yards and that should be out of bounds. You understand what I'm saying? It's about all the other things that hides the fact that he don't have the ability to read a play, be late on reading a wide receiver open and delivering and relying on his strong arm to still deliver the ball where it needs to be. He don't have that. With his arm strength, he needs to be able to throw with anticipation, and he's not good at that. And this looks like the same Jalen Hurts from week 1 of when his first year starting. Not his first starting when Carson Wentz was still here, but his first actual year, week 1 starting. It looks the same. His best ability as a quarterback, your best ability shouldn't be your legs. His best ability should not be his legs. That should be an add-on bonus to being a good quarterback, is the escapability, the mobility, to be able to get out of situations and still keep your head downfield and make a play. He's still holding on to the ball too long. Like I said earlier in my opening statement, he has the longest time of holding the ball, but yet he's still top 6 in sacks. I think he sacked 35 times or 36 times. But you got the best O-line in the league protecting you the longest. So to answer my question in short, answer the question in short, no, he didn't get better.
So Pat Mahomes' best attribute is not his legs. Okay. Because if Pat Mahomes couldn't run and use his legs, he wouldn't be Pat Mahomes. So that's the craziest shit you said tonight.
So you mean to tell me that Pat Mahomes' best attribute is his legs?
Yes, it is. Because if he could not get out and scramble and do what he does, he would be fucking bum.
Pat Mahomes' best attribute is his legs. Says nobody ever. Gotcha.
Pat Mahomes' best attribute is the fact that he can get out of the pocket, extend plays, and make things happen. That's when he's at his best.
All right, so you got your three questions off. Can I ask a question?
You asking Pete the question?
Yeah, can I ask Pete the question?
Yeah.
And you're like, everybody got a job responsibility in what they do, wherever they work at. Let's say you're a secretary, your job duty is XYZ. If you're a fucking janitor, your job responsibility is XYZ. I'm a delivery driver. My job responsibility is XYZ. As a quarterback, what are like your 4 or 5 things that a quarterback should be able to, like, this should be standard to be a good quarterback?
To be a good quarterback, for one, you got to be able to run an offense efficiently. That means you should be able to drive the ball from your 20-yard line to the opposing team's red zone and score effectively. You should not turn the ball over at a high where you put your team at bad positions to lose games. You're as a good quarterback, you should be the spirit of the team, leader on and off the field, where your guys follow you, where they win games for you. Like that makes it like where is he not checking because his arm strength don't look like Joe Burrow's? Like just because you can have the greatest arm, Jay Cutler, Carson Wentz. You can have a great quarterback body, but if your teammates don't like you, your teammates don't want to play for you, you don't want to listen to your coaches, you don't run an efficient offense, you turn the ball over at key moments like Daniel Jones, right? You ain't gonna win shit. So to act like this guy is malingering on the job is ridiculous because we have one of the best records in the NFL again for the 3rd year in a row. This guy's been to a Super Bowl 2 years ago. Because he don't look the way you want him to look, you're against him. So also, he don't call the plays. The Eagles are running the ball right now 75% because that works. That just wasn't the like. What's crazy is y'all make it seem like oh, the Eagles are running because Jalen Hurts sucks. Well, the year that we won the Super Bowl, we was the #1 rush team in the NFL too. So you saying they took the ball out of Lynch's hands and Foles' hands? Everybody should run the ball. That's the best way to win in the NFL. That's not a negative.
All right, fellas. So Meech just gave us another question. His question is Hurts top tier, mid tier, or bottom tier quarterback?
Is my turn to answer first, or
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
as far as tiers go, I think he's in between bottom and mid. More so closer to mid than anything. If you ever heard me talk about Hurts, only time I ever use the word trash or bum is when people started comparing them to the better quarterbacks in the league, and I get a little overboard and I call them trash. But if you ever have an honest conversation with me about where I think his level is at, I think his the highest he could be is average at best. Average at best. Now, whether you want to put that in 10 to 15, 15 to 20, whatever, I think he's hovering around the 14 to 16 range. Average at best.
Would you say that's is that a good point to be for this point in his career, or should you are you thinking he already at the
I think he already busted his nut.
Damn.
I think this is who he is. I don't think he can get. I mean, we like I said, this is year 4 going into year 5. I mean, 5 years as a professional, but 4 years as a starter, and we're closer towards the end of the season than the beginning of the season. So I'm gonna complete this year for him. I think he already reached his ceiling. I think as far as a Jalen Hurts quarterback, everything has to be perfect around him for him to succeed. And Howie Roseman damn near made it perfect for him, especially with the acquisition of Saquon Barkley. Because people forget, we had a 1,200-yard, 1,300-yard rusher last year with Swift. And he was upgraded that running back. You understand what I'm saying? But like somebody just said,
Yeah, you let me answer the question.
Who just jumped in?
Oh man, come on.
Who all just jumped in? It's too much, man.
Who the fuck is that? Jay Judas?
Who had on?
Hey, let me answer that question.
The
Yeah,
screen
go ahead,
real
Pete.
small. I can't see who that is.
Whoever you just added, they got too much static going on. They got Mike. You got to mute their mic.
Your mic, Dre.
What's up? Can y'all hear me?
Dre, what up?
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
yo, mute your mic real quick because it's kind of loud. But yo, let me answer that question, all right?
Yeah, Pete, go ahead, please.
Let me answer that question.
Respond to that.
Is Jalen Hurts better than Pat Mahomes? No. Is he better than Josh Allen? No. Is he better than shit, man? He be beating Lamar Jackson. But I'll take Lamar over Jalen Hurts. But there's things about Lamar that I wouldn't take over Hurts because I think he's too backyard of a quarterback. But let me look at the quarterbacks, right? If I'm gonna run through them real quick. I wouldn't take Jared Goff or Sam Darnold or Joe Burrows over Jalen Hurts. I wouldn't take Tua, or I wouldn't take Russell Wilson. I wouldn't take Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr. I wouldn't take Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy. I mean, I probably might take Matthew Stafford with this team over him. I wouldn't take Jordan Love. Like, there ain't 10 quarterbacks better than Jalen Hurts in the NFL. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You got him top tier, Pete?
I got him right. I don't have him as the highest tier. The highest tier, I got Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen. You know what I mean? But outside of that, he's in the next tier, right under them.
So you got a mid-tier.
I got him at the second tier. It's kind of like how I got Michael Jordan and Kobe in another universe, and then I got everybody else under them. Jalen Hurts is right under the other universe. Like Pat Mahomes is in another universe. Josh Allen, they in their own little category.
What about Burrow? You got Hurts, bro?
Huh?
You got Hurts better than Burrow?
Hurts is better than Joe Burrow.
Damn.
I missed that. Right,
Joe Burrow. Hold on.
Right.
Let me say something real quick. Y'all remember that kid that died, Haskins, Dwayne Haskins? Y'all remember how they be shitting on like Jamarcus Russell and all these other quarterbacks because they young and they black and they out here partying and clubbing. Nobody ever talk about the bullshit we see Joe Burrow's doing. This motherfucker got dyed in his hair.
What they got to do
to
with
the game?
quarterbacks, man?
Don't nobody ever talk about him. When they used to give
Let's
Cam
talk
Newton a
about
hard
quarter-
time
This
for
is why
dressing
this-
a little bit different.
Yo,
This dude just spent $3 million on a Batman mobile. He doing all this dumb shit.
and
his team
what
is
does
5
that have to
and 8.
do with playing?
Like, he ain't better than
quarterback
Jalen Hurts.
in
Get
the
that shit out of here.
NFL. Playing quarterback in the NFL.
He's not better than Jalen Hurts, man.
Shit. And listen to this shit right here. When they asked you the question earlier about Hurt, when I asked you the question about the responsibility of a quarterback, you didn't say anything about shit on the field.
Yo,
You didn't name shit about what to do on the field. If you would ask me that question, what makes a good quarterback?
hold on. I
man.
was answering that earlier, but Chuck cut me off, and I was pissed when he cut me off. Hold on. Chuck cut me off. I was about to show y'all
My apologies, Pete. I
how
didn't
Joe
cut you off.
Burrow has lost like 8 games this year. Like, he's lost the games, not his defense. He's lost the games with turnovers and fumbles, and taking sacks and incompletions.
He scored 30 points. His offense scored 30 points 5 times and lost. That's an NFL record. What are you talking about?
He's the reason they lost, is what I was about to point out.
If your team scored 30 points in the NFL, you should win 95% of the time. The only reason.
Yo, somebody got to cut that mic off.
No, that's Dre. You got to mute if you ain't talking, bro, because it's the noise coming out of it.
Only you would say that on Burrow and not the 27th.
But y'all not letting me. You see, y'all not letting me explain myself. You acting like I'm just saying something that's not facts. If y'all let me show y'all how Joe Burrow has lost multiple games this year, he's lost those games. He's had the ball in his hand in the fourth quarter in the clutch, and he's throwing incompletions and turning the ball over.
I'm still waiting on 5 things that under a quarterback's responsibility. You started going about dudes having Batmobiles and shit. I don't know what the fuck we talking about right now.
All right, yo. I'm out, yo.
You still, yeah, because you fucking lost.
Yeah, he left. Oh,
dog walk me. That motherfucker can't even stay on topic. So many goddamn rants. He can't even stay on topic.
Oh man.
The best. I should have hung up when he said the best attribute Pat Mahomes got is his legs. Fuck out of here, man. Go read another Bill Walsh book. I hope you logged in. I hope you still logged in. You can see what I'm saying, because I ain't gonna talk shit about your back behind your back. But you don't know this shit like I know this shit, bro. You on pure fandom. Pure fucking fandom. I'm gonna say Burrow ain't better than fucking Hurts is better than Burrow. You lost your fucking mind. You put Burrow on this offense, it's the greatest show on fucking turf. The greatest show on turf.
You say you look like Red Man, Dre?
But yo, fellas, this was great. This was great.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Anytime.
This was fun, guys. This was fun. Appreciate you.
A locker dispute, got to settle a dispute. If we can't take it to the ring, let's take it to the StreamYard, man.
Hey, yeah, we could do this, whatever, man. I know everybody always debating shit, man. So whenever y'all ready, just let me know. We'll set something up for the people.
Fellas, it's been real, man.
Yeah, look. So what's over? Pete got
it's over, man. I got a man game I gotta play.
All right, y'all. Look, y'all be easy, man. Good looking. He said y'all could.
All right, y'all.
I gotta download it. I'm gonna upload it so y'all can watch it again.
And then, hey, Pete, if you still on and you can hear us, we don't need a 5-10 minute response video to this, man. All right, y'all. I'm out.